Straight to the point, guys. A lot has happened within the last week on the Call of Duty scene. Given the huge coverage on the 9th of September, it gave us a little bit of a taste of what it's going to be. Even though it was in its alpha stage, I believe that it will be quite close to the current release and the final release of the game. Now, recently my focus has been mostly on Call of Duty Warzone, so that's what I'm gonna try to talk about on this video, and all my basically all this is my speculations, and all of this is an information that you can see on the current review with a little bit of a few things that I presume will happen, but we'll see. Now, the whole review was over 4 hours, but the actual Warzone, segment was no more than 5 minutes. It was a little bit vague, but still, I will try to make the most of it. Now, they're confirming that Verdansk will evolve and expand, and that means that they're gonna add different teams and locations from the current Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, meaning that there are few options. The first one, either the new maps will be added somehow to Verdansk and make it bigger, which in my opinion doesn't make much sense, or they will make another brand new map which will be a little bit different. Now, they're saying that they're closely working with Infinity Ward, and we'll see how this is going to pay out. They're also reporting that post-launch, there will be a support from the battle passes, which means that we'll be able to earn rewards the same way that we did right now. Another thing is that they're saying that all of the progression that we had within Call of Duty Warzone, Modern Warfare Warzone, will be kept. Meaning that all the weapons, all the operators, all the camos, all the skins for the operators will be kept. That means that if you earned some skins, or you bought something from the store, that will remain in the Warzone. That's what they're saying. Now, take this with a pinch of salt, because we'll see how this is going to be incorporated. Now, not everything is set in stone. Another thing is that that means that the Damascus, camouflage, is still worth doing, because it will transfer into the new code of the new code, Call of Duty. Now, a different thing is the new Cold War Black Ops gonna have their own? Most likely they're gonna have their own skins, and you're gonna be able to change that. Now, on the current alpha that we saw, many streamers, excluding myself and probably you, we didn't see any camouflages. All we saw is the standard weapons. So most likely the new Black Ops will have its own camouflages and its own achievements. Now, they're changing the way the new classes will be. Now, usually in Black Ops, what you're having is that slot system, which you have a specific amount of slots which you're using, and you can't use more. But they're ditching this, and they're making it the same way that it is currently right now in the Modern Warfare, with the exception of a few things now, which are quite specific about the Black Ops franchise. Now, we can see that in the video that they showed on the review, and we can see that you still have the lethals and the tacticals, and you have the main weapon, the primary weapon, the secondary weapon with the perks, and that's pretty much the same. But another addition is actually the wild cards, which will give different bonuses according to, they mentioned only 4 cards, which might be just at launch. They might be adding some more, who knows. Now, take this with a pinch of salt, because we don't know how this is going to affect the Warzone. Currently some perks work a little bit different than what it is in multiplayer, but it has a huge impact. So we are about to find out at the watch. Now they're changing the way how the characters are moving. Now the first bit is the sprint takeoff. They're saying that it's going to give you a little bit of a boost and it will be a little bit more immersive. Now on the videos they're showing also how the body of each operator is moving, and they're saying that it's more realistic. But is that something that matters to us? Technically that matters, because the way it behaves means that the head will be a little bit tilted, and when you're aiming for someone, it's not going to be straight, and it might be a little bit different, to kill, especially if they're moving to the other side, because usually it's a straighter line. But with a sprint it might be a little bit different, there'll be a little bit more ducking, so we'll see how it goes. The other thing is the slide that it's going to happen. They're saying that it's going to start from a crouching position, which, as far as I'm concerned, it's pretty straightforward, but in the current one I believe it's more of a stand-up position. Another change is the footsteps, which I think they kind of implemented already, because in the beginning in Warzone, you could be you could be very silent, depending on which keys you're pressing. But in the current, in the new game, that will be changed, and the faster you move, the more noise you will be making, which is good. Now, Warzone in the beginning was having a lot of problems, using some of the with the sound. So we'll see how they're gonna fix this in the current installment. Another thing that they're changing is that currently for console users, meaning PlayStation and Xbox, there won't be aim assist. So that's also quite a thing, which might make their gameplay a little bit more snappy. Another thing for the gameplay is also that when you move, when you're jumping, you might have a higher jump, but after you land, there will be a little bit of a slowdown, which, exactly, that will prevent, that hopping, constantly, which is quite distracting sometimes, and, it's causing a lot of problems for some of the players. And the major thing that was, just recently confirmed is that while you are being shot, there won't be any flinching of the crosshair, which is, in my opinion, a fundamental change, because many times that will either interrupt your aim, or it will actually make it a little bit better, resulting in basically the luckiest headshot that you ever had, just because of a random. So right now there won't be any flinching when you're shot. Now I'm gonna speculate a little bit on the release date of Warzone, of course. Now, current Warzone released on 10th of March, and it didn't release when the whole game came up in 2019, meaning that I don't expect Warzone to start at launch, because I was doing the math, and I'm expecting the Battle Pass to enter 28th of September, and the earliest they can develop another Battle Pass will be on the 30th of September, and the game is launching I believe on 13th of November, so that's around over 43 days, which is usually a shorter time for a Battle Pass. Now, given that Warzone is free to play, I don't believe they will limit someone with the Battle Pass, and I believe that there will be a little bit of a delay for the Warzone. It's not going to come up at launch, because usually they want all the work that's being done on the domination. You've seen on the video how it's quite big, they have those big battles. They want this to be played a bit more, and they need some time to balance all the weapons for Warzone as well. So I don't believe Warzone will launch in the beginning. Now, another thing that we need to discuss is basically the PC, as per usual, for the Call of Duty franchise is getting a little bit left behind, no matter what some people are saying and all the stuff that they're trying to tell us. Now, pretty much that's my cover for the past week. I'm pretty sure there'll be more information about what's gonna be happening, but until then, just let's enjoy the Warzone that we have right now. Now, if you like the content that we've been creating, please like, subscribe and comment, because you're helping a huge deal. Thank you. Bye.
Be the very first cross-platform, cross-generation Call of Duty experience, making it the deepest game in franchise history.
PC continues to be a critically important pillar of game development for the Call of Duty franchise.